Hello everyone. Welcome to CodeTober Day 17. I promise this is the last time I do about this experience, process, and system layers. I know you all want to know more about any point code builder. So let's just get on with it. We have our XcodeTober, SCodeTober, PCodeTober applications here. So we already have everything set up. The thing that we are missing though is that we need to put the links and everything, the URLs. So let's start with SCodeTober actually, because that's the only one that is not calling another application. So let's go ahead, right click on it and select Anypoint CloudHub, deploy to CloudHub. But before I do that, just make sure if you go to your Anypoint Studio settings, under Anypoint Studio and then authentication, make sure that you have here your credentials just so it goes to the right place and in case you need to renovate something. All right, I just signed up just to make sure, then just click on apply and close and we're ready. So now SCodeTober, right click on it, select Anypoint platform, deploy to CloudHub. Environment will be sandbox. The name is going to be SCodeTober and I am going to deploy to CloudHub 2. Remember that the only property that we needed to set up here is the env property that will now be pointing to dev. If you don't do this, this will be pointing to local and that is not what we want. So once you do that, you can just click on deploy application. Sorry, I didn't see the runtime stuff. So runtime, I want this to be the latest version. Oof, this is 4.5. I hope it works because I created everything in 4.4. Let's just hope that works. Replica just 1 and replica size just 0.1. All right, now that it's deploying, I can just click on close window and I can go to my Anypoint platform in Runtime Manager and we can see that the SCodeTober has started to run. Now I can click here on dashboard on the left side of the screen and I can get this URL from right here. In dashboard, here's the URL. You can just copy this URL and this will be your SCodeTober for the dev environment. So now you can go to your PCodeTober and go to source main resources and open your dev.properties. And now you can set up the SCodeTober HTTP host. Make sure you remove this thing right here because we are already running this in HTTP. And just to make sure that it works, let's just put here the whole URL and add the /test here and run this. Okay, and we correctly see inside the system layer. So this is running right now. And it is running right now in Runtime Manager. So if you do this before this starts running in Runtime Manager, of course, you're not going to be able to see it. I can also go to the logs and I should be able to see the inside the system layer right here. All right, so this is the correct URL for the dev environment. Now we only have to set up again the env variables. So we can now in PCodeTober, right click on it, Anypoint platform, deploy to CloudHub. We are on sandbox, PCodeTober, CloudHub 2, runtime version, whatever it is there, replica 1, replica 01, properties, env, dev, and we are done. Deploy application. This started deploying. So if we click on PCodeTober and then we go, oh, we actually have it here as well, but let me just go to dashboard, URL, copy this. And now we have to go to XcodeTober and go to dev.properties. And here in host, we can put it there. Let's remove the HTTPS. And that is pretty much it. Oh, wait, I copied SCodeTober instead of PCodeTober. There we go, PCodeTober. Now we have the correct thing. Now we can save this. And now we can deploy XcodeTober, Anypoint platform, deploy to CloudHub. Okay, so this thing took forever to deploy and I kind of had to go. So I'm back. I changed my clothes. Anyway. This was deployed, but then when I was testing, I noticed there was something funky. So remember how we were trying to put like HTTP and then the host and then the port and then the path? Well, I'm still trying to learn how CloudHub 2 differs from CloudHub 1, so this was an honest mistake. Turns out if you send the port number as 8081, it doesn't really work. But I just learned that if you put 80, it does work. Or if you just don't send anything at all, it also works. And then if you send HTTPS, it also works. But if you put HTTPS with port 80, then it doesn't work. And if you put HTTPS with 443, then it does work. Anyway, so I had to go back, and the only thing that we're changing now is in the dev.properties, we're gonna change the port to 80 instead of 8081. My mistake. All right, so now in Xcode Tover, if I go source main resources dev, this is gonna be port 80 instead of 8081, save and close. And finally, once you finish deploying all of it again, now we can go and check them out one by one. So here, for example, I have all of the requests. Let's start with systems. So with Xcode Tover, I am using HTTP, Xcode Tover, port 80, and then test. And these works correctly inside the system. Then if we go to Pcode Tover, and again, port 80 and test, we are now inside the system again because it went through, right? And if we go here to Xcode Tover, and here we can just put the URL directly because it's fine, HTTPS, and then nothing here. And then we send this, we are inside the system layer. It correctly went through all of them. Also, just so you know, I ended up going back to 440 because I was having some issues with 450. So if you put this as checked, then this will only be available to 450. But I don't really want to do that, so I just unchecked that to be able to select whatever is available. Oops, in my case, 440, which is the current version. And we are done with the experience process and system layers that I was trying to get to in different videos. So that is all for today, and I hope tomorrow we'll be able to do some AnyPoint Code Builder. Bye!